Good day, everyone. This is Alvin again from the Philippines, and today we are going to review the Group 1 Supra chat for Miss Supranational 2019. So the participants for the first group were the United States, Iceland, New Zealand, Zambia, Colombia, and Slovak Republic. So for my assessment for this group, I prefer to focus on the individual and random questions because this is where we can really test how the ladies do in the question and answer and in delivering their responses, because of course the questions are just a random question, so no one prepared for it. And also, before I proceed, let me just say that on the first round of the interview, I'm not really a huge fan of it, simply because the ladies are just speaking if they wanted to. So others, for example, New Zealand, she was only given one time to say something, so not everyone are given the same opportunity. And also, of course, Valeria, as the current Miss Supranational, it's okay for her to speak, but I think she's speaking a little bit too much. It's just me. It's okay, but I would prefer to hear more of the ladies. So that's what I'm trying to say. Well, anyway, let's proceed to my assessment of the 6 candidates from the Group 1. Let's start with the United States. She was asked about what is the biggest advantage being a woman. Of course, being a woman. So I understand her initial reaction because the question is very broad and can be answered in so many ways. But when she started speaking, she just keeps on going, and I am glad that she was able to went through every point, important points in answering that question, like the different strengths of being a woman in her country and in the first century. I like her responses, plus her personality is great as well. I think she just needs to make sure that her responses will give some more impact. It is strong, but I need more impact on me. New Zealand. She was asked about her preparation, especially coming from a small country that is not popular in pageants. New Zealand looked much, much better and exceeded my expectation. I am very glad that she opened up about her experience to work hard by herself, prepare by herself, even to the point of making her own national costume. I really admire her honesty in sharing those, because I am pretty sure that many other ladies can relate as well, because they are not getting the full support that other countries like the Philippines, Thailand, other pageant crazy countries are getting. So I really commend them for really working so hard, even to the point of working by themselves. When she also mentioned that even if she doesn't have a million fans, she deserves to be there. I love that very, very much. She's very, very sweet, and her response is very, very genuine. Colombia. She was asked about her sacrifice to take the crown. She mentioned that she didn't have that much big sacrifice in the journey because she enjoyed what she does. And honestly, I am not 100% satisfied with her response. I feel like I was left wanting for more. I was left wanting something stronger and something convincing. Although she looked pretty tonight and one of the best looking candidate, that response isn't just a so-so to me. Slovakia. She was asked if she experienced criticism for competing in pageantry and was asked as well on how she handled it. She said that she didn't have any criticism because of her family and her friends' support. I agree with the side comments of Valeria and of course Miss Colombia that in their country, people will love you and then will hate you because that's how the pageantry goes. And I was a little bit surprised that she wasn't even criticized, because of course I think in pageantry it's quite normal to get criticisms. So I find the response bordering the cliche line, but if that's an honest response, then good for her. She's also much, much better in motion than the one I saw in photos prior to arrival. Zambia. She was asked who inspired her and why. She chose Audrey Hepburn because she admires her for being humanitarian and still managed to take care of herself. I really like her response and how she connected the balance between the two aspects, which is being humanitarian and still managed to take care of herself. So I really love that. I like her as well for being deep in responding to that question, but I do not like how she ended it, being a fashion icon and everything, because to me, it loses the real power of the first half of her response. Iceland. She was asked what is one thing that someone might be surprised to know about her. So she mentioned about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. First of all, based on the beauty alone, I think she's my favorite in this group. Iceland has that very strong facial features, but I am shocked at how she looked regal, elegant, and all that softness in her features and vibrant aura. I am very happy about that. For her response, I love the sincerity when she speaks and think about her and her thoughts as well are also great. But next time, I would love for her to have some more conviction as she respond to the questions. And now, based on this first group, here are my favorites in order of my preference. Of course, looking at these what do you call this, qualifications as well. I'll base it on their responses, personality, and how they look at the interview, and giving more weight, of course, to their interview responses. So my number 6 is Slovakia. My number 5, Zambia. My number 4, Colombia. My number 3, New Zealand. My number 2, Iceland. And I think the best for Group 1, just based on these performances alone, is the United States, Regina Gray. So that's it. These are my top 6 favorites in order for the Group 1. So I'm really looking forward to know more and see more and hear more for the next groups to come. So that's it. What do you think? Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video as well. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe because you'll be seeing more of these videos in the future. So for now, thank you very much and have a wonderful day from the Philippines.